How you doing, guys? We're into video 3 on this video series with the lovely Ethel. So as we discussed in the previous 2 videos with Ethel, we were talking about first of all what things were like before she even decided to go into exercise and nutrition, and also why she decided to join Fitness Forte. So in this video, in this 3rd video, we're going to discuss with Ethel what her journey has been like. You know, what it's been like both mentally and physically, what has she gotten from Fitness Forte, and how that has affected her, not just here in Fitness Forte, but in her social life, in her family life, and all of that. So Ethel, if you can just elaborate on those questions in terms of what the journey has been like and how it has affected you in your family life and in your social life and in your working life. And just discuss that in a little bit more detail for us.
Okay, well, I mean, I have a family, and I have to say, like, now that I'm a lot fitter, I never realised how much I was hurting my family by being unfit. And they were hurting, and they were worried about me because I'm, as you know, 67 years of age now, and not getting any younger, and I certainly didn't want to end up being crippled. I had knee problems, I had back problems.
Yes.
I was heading for, they were discussing a knee replacement for me and other stuff in my physical being. But most of all, I was sad because I didn't realise how much I was hurting my family, because they were sad looking at me, being sad, being unfit, being unhealthy, not watching what I was eating, not even going for a walk. And when I started coming here, and as I said, it was so difficult, and I mean, I would pick up a weight, a 2 kilo weight, and I couldn't even lift it. And now, when I see how much I've progressed in the last 2.5 years, I just think it's amazing. And I am so glad that I did not let my age affect me. I am so glad I did not let my fear of a gym affect me. I am so glad I took that step and was brave enough to start looking after myself, because we only have one life, and I want to be as healthy as I can be. I want to be as fit as I can be, and I want to be fitter. I want to be I want my family to look at me and be proud of me, and know that I'm taking care of myself. And I have grandchildren, and I want to be able to play with them and socialise with them as well. And plus, I can go out more now, and I'm not afraid to dress up, put a bit of slap on or whatever, and go out, and I feel good in my clothes. And I am a sociable person, but I'm a more relaxed sociable person now. And coming here to the gym and working out with people that are younger than me, there is no age gap here. I am just like one of the girls or one of the lads or whatever, and I have such admiration for everybody that looks after their body, looks after their health, watches what they eat. Don't get me wrong, I do have my little binges now and then, and a few drinks, and I enjoy them more because I don't have them all the time, and it's something I look forward to. So don't let age stop you. There's nothing to be afraid of, just JFDI.
And also Ethel's, one of Ethel's daughters actually trains here, and sometimes the 2 of them train together. And it's great to actually, Ethel probably doesn't realise this, but it's great when me as a coach looks over at her daughter, who's looking over at Ethel with such admiration in her eyes. Ethel, like, extremely positive when she's in here and when she's training, and inspires everybody, absolutely everybody that trains alongside her. As we mentioned in previous videos, Ethel is training alongside 20, 30, 40, 50-year-olds, and they're struggling to keep up, which is brilliant. Like, it's brilliant because
it's funny.
It keeps them on their toes, to say the least.
And it's funny, like when I'm lifting heavier than some of the guys as well.
This is
I
it.
actually find that very funny.
Ethel mentioned earlier in this video that she was struggling to lift 2 kilos, and only this morning she had two 12.5 kilo dumbbells in her hands, which I mean is brilliant. You know, for any age to be lifting those kind of weights is extremely impressive. But for at someone at 67 years of age to be throwing those two 12.5 kilo dumbbells above her chest in a chest press it's really impressive, and it's inspiring. It really is inspiring. But as Ethel alluded to just a minute ago as well, age is just a number, guys. So using that age as a reason not to do something is just an excuse. You're just procrastinating. So get out there and get yourself active, because the longer you're active, the longer you live, and that's a guarantee.
Absolutely.
So let's sign off on this video. Thank you very much for joining us, and in our final video on this video series with Ethel, we will be discussing what is next for her. So again, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you, guys.